Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We just finished adjusting this here for a hot sec. Oh, I was right on the money, actually. There we go. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Hope we're all doing all right. I am not, but I will be fine. Okay. Oh, been a bit of a rough day, capping off a bit of a rough week, I'll admit. Um, and not for usual easy to deal with reasons. Um, so I'm here to have alcohol and candy and play some video games for a while. That is my goal. Not quite coping. That's not what this is, but I don't know. I just felt like a rum and coke. And I want something sweet to feel a little better. The rum and coke is not the sweet thing. Just to be clear. I didn't bring a spoon or anything to mix this with. Just don't want to, like, knock myself completely on my ass. I have no lime, unfortunately. Okay. And, ooh, don't want to do that. Don't drop things. And I have some candy and not cookies. Very legally, distinctly not cookies. As they are. They are Jaffa cakes. And was it McVitie's that was the one that went to court over this? Can't remember which. One of the companies that makes these things went to court over whether these were a biscuit or a cake, and they actually baked a, oh no, are these rock hard? Oh boy. They actually baked a full-size, like, cake version of this to prove that it was not a cookie, basically. And, you know, cookie, biscuit, I'm using the terms interchangeably here because biscuit is the term in England, but we call it a cookie. So but yeah, these are not a cookie. They're not a biscuit, and I can't remember why this was important. It was some kind of regulation they were trying to not have to conform to. That is stale. I knew I left those too long. Damn it. Don't move. Okay. Well, since I'm a little late starting, nothing is going to work right. So, um, I was going to say let's just jump into it, but now my controller's not connecting properly. Let's see if I remember how this is supposed to work. Why are you not turning back on? Sweetheart, darling, dearest. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're connected. Okay. 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 So, this is Earth. Damn, nice Earth. Round. All right. Alan Wake. What new fresh horrors await us in the Wakeverse? Wakeverse? Is that what this is called? I'm not hearing anything. Am I supposed to be hearing something? I am connected, am I not? Yeah, this is really stale. Huh? Nope. We are connected. We're fine. All right. We're going to see if I didn't get any copyright strikes. And call it a win. Remember to look on, be on the obvious places for a path. Yeah, but every time I do that, he starts yelling at me about how I need to do this, I need to do this, or whatever. Ooh, that is excellently mixed. Perfect ratios. Okay.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
I wonder who left them then. That's a good point. I didn't question it at all. I just assumed this is the mechanic they use, but they actually have a story purpose behind it? Okay. I mean, bringing it up in his manuscript is definitely hinting at that. I still don't understand the coffee. Like, does it have a purpose? That's my question. Or does the coffee just kind of exist? Bear alert. Oh, ho, ho, I hope so. That was me making a dumb joke about gay bears. I do not know exactly how these guys are gonna... Oh. Ah, fuck me. Ow, fuck. Ooh. Actually a bit challenging there. There. I'm guessing if you're playing on like nightmare mode or something, it's significantly harder to what's it called? Like you might not automatically recoup health or whatever. Ah, okay, it's over that way. I had seen that up at the top, so I knew I wanted to go back down. That was why I was like wandering up in that little corner. If that's the way to Lover's Peak, though, then a lot of stuff about don't feed the wildlife. We passed a thing about bears earlier. Why am I getting the feeling I'm going to have to fight some kind of like shadow animal at some point? I mean, they did steal the dog, and that makes me nervous. I'm going to just kind of assume at this point that if you don't see a corpse, it will come back to try and kill you later. What was that? Um, 1987. Okay. I was remarking to someone yesterday, I think, just how much of this is a how much of this references Twin Peaks, and it's making me want to rewatch Twin Peaks. I think we might be near the end here.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to
Of this
be in
chapter.
Night Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Interesting. That sounds like bad. Kind of surprised this isn't turning into some kind of like defend yourself moment. I say, assuming that it won't at some point in the very near future do such a thing. Mm-hmm. Ah. For some reason it let me have control but didn't do much. Ooh, that's trouble. Hello?
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
I have plenty of those too. Oh, hello. Hi from glad to help distract from the laundromat.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
And he can wait.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
Why is this man so cocky?
That's what I got for you.
Huh? Fucking... I thought you said you got it. If you got it, then why can't you kill them? Say you suck at shooting. God, give me the gun. I'm better at this. So, outside of the not fun things happening in my life at the moment, oh, that sounds like a guy.
Stop fighting me!
He's using like all his ammo on guys that haven't been taken down to vulnerable yet. Like, anyway. I have recently become very intrigued, if not obsessed, by the idea of buying a designer handbag. However, I want to clarify that I mean a knockoff designer handbag. I do know the background of this. I was just gonna say I don't even know how I got to this point, and I do. That's a lie. So like a year and a half ago, when I went to Aruba for Thanksgiving, when we were there shopping at one point, or just kind of browsing the shopping area, I remember seeing a counterfeit. Nice try, fucko. I remember seeing a counterfeit Yves Saint Laurent bag and thinking it was very nice looking, and I kind of wanted it, but then I decided, no, I'm not going to bother. Fast forward to after I leave Aruba, I then regret having not purchased the counterfeit piece. And
Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Pull them off, damn it.
hold down RB? What does that mean in this case?
Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it.
I have a lot of these flares, guy.
Move it or lose it.
Ah, fucking God, you move fast.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you're feeling better now, Wake. All cozy and safe.
I'm trying to pay attention to so many things at once. Why am I so bad at this right now? So the handbag is specifically the Yves Saint Laurent Lulu.
I'll be honest soon.
Though I've recently found out that there is a new and old version, and that is added extra complications. But I have then unwittingly... So, basically, when I went on my Caribbean cruise about a month-ish ago, I then had decided, like, okay, well, while I'm out, maybe I can find another counterfeit bag and, like, get that one. But then the ports all kind of sucked, so I didn't really get a chance to even look for one, let alone actually buy one. And now, having remembered some of this, I jumped back into just trying to find out more about things like that. Like, I'm headed to New York City this weekend. And so there was a part of me then was like, oh, well, what if I, like, hit up Canal Street and I just, like, haggle a bag off of some street vendor? And looked up, like, to see what people are saying about, like, what Canal Street is like now. Is the haggling kind of the same? Like, what are some strategies for haggling? Stuff like that. And when I did that, I found out that a lot of people are like, don't even bother buying on Canal Street anymore. You can just buy off of dhgate.com, which is where all of these guys buy their counterfeit bags. And you can buy them directly, sort of. The thing is, I stumbled into this giant rabbit hole of a culture that I know next to nothing about and, like, floored by. It's wild out there. Because not only is DHgate out there, DHgate is kind of like, for those who don't know, it's like a it's like an eBay sort of platform, in the sense that individual sellers can post listings, but what they're posting they don't actually have. The sellers are actually buyers. The buyers are in China and live nearby or have connections to a factory that produces these look-alike bags, and then with those relationships can basically purchase on your behalf, because the factories don't sell individually and ship. You know, they sell in bulk. So if you were getting in a bulk order, you could go direct to the factory. But if you're getting individual, you can't. I guess. And so, um, that was like one thing was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And like you can find everything from like a shitty pleather version of a bag, which is what is often sold by those street vendors, all the way up to a like 1-to-1 recreation of the bag where they're using the same materials, the same stitching, the same construction, the same leather, like everything about it is like the same. So it's like I think they call them mirror dupes, I think, or 1-to-1s. And so like those are they're not expensive. Like this bag that I'm looking at is like a $2,500 bag. And the like true 1-to-1s are like $300-400, which in comparison to a $2,000 bag is amazing. But I don't want to spend 2,000, or I don't even want to spend $300-400 on a bag. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm trying to decide where and what and how I want to go through with any part of this. And then I guess like if you get advanced enough and to get the best quality products, you actually just skip out the DH gate part and you connect directly to one of the buyers. And like there are subreddits filled with people who talk about individual buyers. They just give you like WeChat phone numbers basically, or like Telegram chats that you can connect directly with these people and basically send them a picture of what you want, and they're like, you know, they can try and get it for you. There are like lists of individual factories in China that specialize in making dupes of specific brands of bags, or in some cases just specific bags. Like, of course, the most common one is Louis Vuitton. And I have no interest in Louis Vuitton, honestly.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Fucking... Fuck you all.
You just keep coming. Die already, die!
So now that I know, I basically got to reset my batteries every... Man, you suck. Just fucking shoot them!
How's that, huh?
Give me the gun because you suck, not because... Ah, more friends. Climbing up the walls here.
Nailed you, monster!
Fucking...
A piece of cake, Wake. Do that, huh?
Do you have difficulty with aiming?
Like that, boy? Huh?
You want to shoot the guy that's right in front of you? Like, Jesus Christ, guy. How many more of these do we have to do? Oh, we're done. Okay.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember that part in the books. And I don't know why that's, like, ingrained in my memory. Like, I love the Crazy Rich Asians series. They're so good. I love those books. And I love the movie, too. I think the books are better, but I really do love the movie. What's really wild is like some of the people who are on these subreddits and buying these bags, they own the originals. Like, they own a copy, a real one, but they buy a counterfeit one to use. It's just, I don't understand why you bother. Like, why bother buying the real one if you're just going to use the counterfeit in the first place? Like, it's a level of waste that I just don't understand. Like, I understand that there is a little bit in the sense that you own the thing and therefore there's the prestige and the whatever of owning it, but I don't understand why you would not then use it. If you have the money to buy it, then you have the money to buy it again. That's my thought, at least. Or you don't actually have that much money, in which case, why are you buying it in the first place? Just buy the dupe. And, like, if you're never going to trot the real thing out, then just tell everyone you've got one at home. No one's going to fucking know. Like, you know, the Gilded Age folks did this too. You know, they would have paste models of their jewelry made to wear, and they would keep the real stuff for, like, when they hosted really big parties at home. Then they would wear the real stuff, but, like, they often wouldn't wear the real jewelries at all. Right, that's what I don't understand, though, is, like, you don't have to own the real thing in order to say you have the real thing if you never bring out the real thing. You know, if I'm in the position of being your social rival and you're going around carrying a counterfeit bag, I don't know, in my brain, I'm either assuming that you don't actually, like, it becomes Schrodinger's bag, right? Like, either you do or do not own the bag in real life, which if you do, or a real version of the bag, which if you do, then fine, I guess. Weird, but fine. But if you don't, then you're not really that well off. Versus if you just have the counterfeit bag and you admittedly openly carry it, I guess it's just more honest. I don't know. I cannot quite fathom owning something to never use it when it's not an appreciating asset. Because most of these aren't. Most of them aren't. Like, there may be a bump, because, like, when I mentioned that there is an old version of the Yves Saint Laurent Lulu and a new version, the old one is currently a little more sought after because it's been discontinued. But it was only discontinued last year. The new version only came out in 2025. So once that luster fades, you know, and people don't care as much the fact that it's an outdated, it becomes a sought after previous version and then turns into instead being truly out of fashion. Whereas it'll take a really long time for that bag to then come back around to then being in fashion, but for vintage purposes. And they don't hold their value in the same way that, like, a vintage Coach bag does. Because Coach just had that reputation in the 80s and 90s for that level of quality. You know, is YSL actually getting that reputation now for that kind of quality, considering that there was the whole big blow up about designer bags and factories in China on TikTok a couple months back, I think it was. I don't think the lines between a fake and a real one are branding at this point. Like, it's just branding. A lot of them are all made in the same fucking place. But yeah. That's fair. If it is like a limited time thing, I can understand to some extent. It then becomes a collector's piece in some ways. But, like, the YSL Lulu is one of their most popular styles. They've had it for decades. It's kind of like, well, maybe not decades, but they've had it for a really long time, because I found reviews of the bag dating back to the 2010s. So at that point, with the amount that they were putting out of that particular style, it starts being a little bit like, okay, it was very popular. It sold a lot. There's a lot of them out there. You don't have a particularly rare piece. You don't have a particularly, I don't know. It just, and I saw this a lot too with Louis Vuitton bags, which, to be honest, I don't see as particularly good designer. Like, they are designer bags, but they were kind of like a nouveau riche wealth signifier like 10, 15 years ago, maybe longer than that even. I would say from high school I knew what a Louis Vuitton was. See, that's what I don't understand, because there does seem to be a difference in some of the terminology from some of these subreddits communities. Some will say it is a one-to-one, or like the seller can get one-to-one copies, and some will say the seller can get mirror copies. Sometimes they say the seller can get both. So that does mean to me that a one-to-one and a mirror are different terms and mean different things. So you might be right that like a mirror is truly an extra, like the same exact thing, or it's the same factory making a off-branded version. And I say off-branded because like a lot of the listings on DHgate, a lot of the pictures will have either missing logos or just wrong logos, right? But then you see the pictures that people post on the subreddit later of the dupes they get, and they have the correct logos, or at least replicas of the correct logos. So that's what I don't understand. Louis Vuitton is still so freaking popular, and they look tacky, they look dated at this point too because of the brown. I don't know what it is about that particular look, but it feels very 2011 to me, you know? Like, I don't know. You should be getting your bleach blonde extensions like checked if you're carrying around a Louis Vuitton, I guess.
I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
What the fuck is this guy? Oh! That's a good start. Are we gonna fight now? They both reached for the gun. Yeah, this has been an interesting question for me.
No! Come back
of
here!
like what
I swear I'll kill you if you hurt
I
Alice.
want
Do you hear me? Come back here!
for this bag, you know, because on the one hand,
And he wanted the manuscript because
Okay.
he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
okay. Ooh, paging Mr. Wake 50 XP. Okay. Yeah, there will always be a marketplace for tacky. Very true. I just wish we could trade in tacky for eclectic. Like eclectic is cool, tacky is shit. So yeah, I've been kind of questioning what I really want in a bag, and I know I fell in love with the YSL line, and I in general kind of like YSL as a fashion house. But like the look I'm going for is a pretty classic one. A lot of it is just like the black leather with the gold accents, geometric shapes, some structure to the bag would be nice. And so it's like it's not that hard to find that anywhere else. I can find Prada bags, I can find Gucci bags. I still feel like I'm leaning more toward the YSL though. And then there's a question of like, what do I buy and how do I buy it? I have thought, and my original thought was to get a large version of the bag, which is large enough to potentially hold my laptop, and it could be like a work bag so that I could put a bunch of stuff in it and carry that around campus. And then get a smaller version of the new version of the bag. So that could be like a day to night purse sort of situation. Maybe a wallet in there, though I haven't found dupes of the wallets that I can feel comfortable looking at. The problem then just becomes, who do I buy it from? Do I buy them both from the same seller, and can that make shipping easier, less costly? I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure at this point that I'm going to be purchasing from DHgate and not from one of the sellers directly, because one of the things you have to do in the process of working with the seller directly is you have to just send them the money and then hope they'll get back to you. And the ones that these communities all hold up as being really, oh, there's actually a lot more missing pages. Oops. I guess I have a lot more to do. The ones that these communities hold up as being really reliable and very good buyers to work with are doing those mirror dupes, you know, and I don't want to spend that kind of money on a bag, especially not one that I'm like, would it be nice to have a proper reproduction? Sure. But I also know I'm probably going to beat these up and I'm not going to treat them the way that they should be treated. So I don't want it to be like a faithful reproduction. I want it to be a good enough reproduction. Ideally, I would like it to be made of leather, but if it's a decent material and it gets the look right, that's all I care about. I don't need it to pass. That's the other thing. And that's why this feels weird. I'm after the look, and it's kind of cool that it's going to have a YSL logo on it, sure, but like I don't care that much that if someone clocks me as having a fake, because I will probably tell people I have a fake. It's not too dissimilar to my chest. Like I got top surgery, and I am not shy about telling people that I got top surgery at this point. When I was going like up to the day of surgery, I was like, I want my chest to look very natural. I want it to look like I've always had these. Like I want it to be the right, like the perfect size where it's not too big, not too small. It looks just right for me, like all of this stuff. And then I woke up and I'm like, hi, I got silicone. Like I was not and am not shy about it in any way, shape, or form. Plastic quilted Chanel's. Yeah. That's the thing. I hate that I like Chanel, and I don't think I will ever buy Chanel for that exact reason. Like, can I appreciate the designs? I think, sure. Am I ever going to spend money to even get a reproduction of a Chanel? Absolutely not. Not after learning more about Coco's past and all that. I'm fucking good.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Until now. Do I just jump down? Like, how do I get down there? I'm assuming we don't just fucking... No! Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe we do just yeet ourselves off the edge. I feel like that's... Oh! The tree. Got it. He walks so funny when he's walking on these, because it's not like he's balancing. You can easily move across the width of the tree, but he's walking as if he's balancing. Like, I can move around laterally pretty easily. I'm not, like, this is not a balancing minigame sort of mechanic. It really is just, you walk, and he just changes the animation. It's weird. Like getting a pirated Harry Potter. Exactly. Yeah. Like when Legacy was announced and I was looking at it, I was honestly for a while thinking about just getting a pirated copy, because I was like, okay, I don't want to support her, but I might want to play the game. And like, I'm not going to pretend that I don't have a soft spot for Harry Potter on some level. It was a huge part of my childhood. Like, I remember it used to be a thing in my family that every night one of us would read a chapter aloud in the living room. Like, we would all get together in the living room and we would read a chapter to everyone else. That was how I read every single book for the first time. However, I just never got around to doing it, and the longer it took for me to consider getting a cracked copy, the more I did not care. And now we're at the point where like the game is selling for like $5-10 in sales, and I just cannot bring myself to care. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm just gonna look at that later because I don't need to even experience the world she created anymore. I don't. I'm good. There's so many better ones. Percy Jackson, for example. I love the Percy Jackson series, and Rick Riordan is a true gem. A lovely man. Did they offer it for free? Oh, I don't remember that. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do remember that, and I think I did the same thing where I was just like, nah, those are bear traps.
What the hell?
Fuck, okay.
Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell.
Fucking Jesus. Okay, so the shiny things are bear traps. Got it. I feel like there could have been an easier way to do that. Are they all shiny, or am I gonna get clocked again? Oh yeah, they are. Can I stop them, or do I just have to avoid them? Where? What? What? Okay. It made the noise and then proceeded to not attack me? Not sure what's up with that. I am kind of just assuming that this is leading somewhere. And it isn't. Well, you know, not everything can be a winner, right? I did appreciate all of the games that the Epic Store gave out for free, but I find it funny that they did so in an effort to try and pull loyalty away from Steam, and honestly what just ended up happening was I found a program that merged the libraries together so I didn't have to think about it, and then took their free games. I think I used the store a couple of times to buy some things when they gave you for like free money kind of a thing for their sales. It was like, you know, you buy a game and you get $10 for each game you buy, and so I would just buy a bunch of games to get the $10 to buy a game that I wanted. Like, stuff like that. Like, I'd buy a bunch of cheap little games that I did want anyway, but, like, were on sale for stupid amounts. Okay. Just gotta be careful with this fucking minefield. Holy shit. Will those capture the enemies too, or is it just me? Like, am I... Does it make sense for me to go this way, or is there nothing over here? Yeah, see, you see them, and then they get ya. And see, that just goes back to where I just was, I think. So, no. Not worth going. Oh, I just barely missed that one, I think. Do I go over there? What's this? Oh, okay. See, they have these around, and yet That doesn't do anything? Really? Ah. Sneaky bugger.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on, something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
Ah. This is why you gotta give me the gun, because I know how to use it. The other guy obviously did not, despite having the camo for it or whatever. Like, congratulations, you know how to cosplay as someone who knows how to fire a gun, but you obviously don't know how. Interesting how this works. Like, I'm in a danger zone, and I can tell because the wind is moving faster, and you've got that not quite wind, but not quite voices noise happening all around me. Ooh, but then those are scary. Huh. Gave me lots of chills. Did not appreciate. No me gusta. Every time that happens, I'm convinced something is gonna get me, and that's why I'm like freaked out by it. But fuck. See, if I walk around this place with my back to the rocks, then they can't sneak up on me. That's genius level work right there. They can only come at me from 3 directions instead of 4. I went this way thinking there might be something interesting, and then there wasn't. So now I gotta go to you. So those guys run at you, which sucks. Okay. Can you go down there, or probably not? Despite there being a large chest there, I cannot open said chest, so... Well, it just got quiet, so... Except I can hear somebody. Ah, friends! And a big guy with a shovel. There. little bit of safety. You know, I haven't actually Googled what the coffee thermoses are for yet. I probably could do that.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
That's when I heard the chainsaw. Okay. Okay. A type of collectible, 100 Oh Dear Diner thermoses. Replaced with alarm clocks and Night Springs video games and the Signal and the Reuter expansions. Okay. So they're just random collectibles. They mean nothing. Presence of Coffee is a reference to Twin Peaks, which, yeah, clocked that one. The name of the achievement is a damn good cup of coffee. Oh, interesting. I don't know if this is a spoiler for Control, but one of the coffee thermoses can be found in a cell in the containment sector in the oldest house in Control. The case file says that it was found near Cauldron Lake following the events of Alan Wake and was cataloged as an altered item. The object possesses the altered effect of maintaining liquids warm for a surprisingly long amount of time. In addition, the coffee from the thermos is always refreshing and strong, regardless of the quality or condition before being poured into the container in the first place. This seems to suggest that any coffee placed into the object is turned into the diner's coffee, the Oh Dear Diner. Neat. I just took a bite out of another one of these. So, a chainsaw, you say? Fuck. Don't love that. Don't love that. And they really do just have a bunch of places you can run without any fucking reason to go there. I see one of the pages right there. This looks like this is going to be a fight.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Huh. Oh yeah, there were straight up possessed things in Control. Absolutely. I'm just gonna let that settle before I go nearer. I think the big one was the fridge. And if I remember correctly, you had to keep eyes on the fridge at all times. So there was always an agent staring at the fridge. And then if you take eyes off the fridge eats people. Well, that happened. Oh, I think this is a way to traverse. Okay. You gotta take the plane to the next level. Huh. take the plane to the next level. Now I can climb up on this rock. Yes. Or jump up on the wing. Or not. Come on. I know jumping is hard. Oh, wow, you suck at this. Okay. So maybe you don't use it to traverse? I thought it was... Oh, well, that wouldn't do much to get up there anyway, would it? I thought it was to get up there. Ah! There is this. Oh, good job. Ball damage, my favorite kind of damage. Ah, friends. Oh, fuck. Wrong gun. Damn it. I just wasted all that ammunition. You guys suck, you know that? That is not actually a... Oh, okay. Eat shit.
Hunting your own food can save you.
Thank you for telling me you were there by yelling. It was helpful. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. What the where did you go? Is there another way that doesn't invite death? Oh, it just settles. Got it. Creepy old mill. Not... What just hit me? Oh, those black puddles. Got it. Right, you can't touch those.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Mulligan is one hell of a name for a sheriff. Just saying.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
It's weird that he just started believing right away, but like, I guess we can assume that Alan told him everything, perhaps, not just the basics. I don't know. It's my best guess. Come on. Darkness wears her face. Huh.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
I hate the automatic switching. Wish it didn't. I knew there was something.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
What the fuck was that? How does he keep getting hurt by stupid things? I don't understand. What did you touch? We're having difficulties. Hold on. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, if you're gonna roll down the hill, everybody go, all at once. That kind of a jump scare was not necessary. Just saying. Oh, okay, never mind. Even the gate sounds like the regular doors. What was that? Is that a whole fucking tree?
Logging is a hazardous occupation.
Ah! The chainsaw, aforementioned. You are. Almost there. Got him. Killed it. Well, literally. I love how everybody has a revolver in this one. No one has an automatic. Do I have... Oh, there's one more missing page, so, okay.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Bear's gonna die, isn't he? Not that I liked him that much. What was that?
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Don't speak so soon, sweetheart. I don't know what to tell you about your luck so far, but you don't exactly have the best track record for, you know, good luck.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus. The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Ah. Okay.
I had to find the key to the garage.
Yeah, and I'm guessing it's somewhere in here where you're gonna have to fight a guy, like, when they pop out of a stall or some shit. Ah. That works.
I needed the garage key to get to the car. A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Hmm.
You can learn about these.
That guy was in there taking a really long shit. A shadow shit? All right. Driving mechanics. This is fine. So do I just, what do I do? Hold down A. Ah. And then I just, boop. Gotcha. Okay. Why does it sound like I keep hitting things? Do I just make a run for it? Like, I feel like this truck is struggling here. Oop, good job. So, can I stop the car? How do I get out? Can I get out and just like control wander around? Is that a thing I can do, or? No, okay. Controller. Drive, okay. B is exit vehicle, okay. So now, do I have, because I still have one missing page. And I have this place, which very much clearly looks like a thing I should have stopped at, so let's stop at it. And we'll go wander and see if we can find that extra missing page. Maybe. This also looks wide open and not necessarily helpful. Ah, found the page. Nailed
There
it.
was no misunderstanding. Cauldron Lake was where Alice and I had stayed. But there was no cabin, and no island. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? What had happened to Alice? I had to get her back. I couldn't face life without her.
Oh, fuck, what? Jesus, didn't see that guy at all. Fucking... Now, I did get all of them, right? Besides the ones that I can't get because, yeah. Where am I going here? This guy needs to exercise more. He's just like huffing and puffing after 2 seconds of running. Like... Does that mean I gotta continue on foot? Like... What? What?
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Ah, fuck me. Wait, alright. Alright, hold on. What? I dodged. Boo. Is this the cabin I was in, or no? I'm assuming the cabins I already went to no longer have things in them, since I already went to them.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
How does he know it's not finished? Or was that a lie, like a bluff? Like, he only kind of just recently found out about the manuscript and is like slowly picking up the pieces. How does he not know that he's not written the ending yet?
Barry
Like,
had talked about birds over the phone.
Al! Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird. Is that I'm not allergic to birds. Achoo! Oh, crap.
nah, what the fuck? Ugh. Where are they?
You can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey,
Barry
Al.
didn't die.
I'm sorry for thinking you
Huh.
were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Skill issue.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
Yeah, she was
We'll be
definitely
there in
taken.
less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear
Diner.
Good girl.
I'm guessing this is another one of those songs I should start talking. Because if I don't talk, then I might get the copyright thing. Is that a boat in the middle of the trailer park? Just on its side? I feel like that's not how that should look. Just like a boat in the middle of the fucking thing.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
Yeah, there's a boat in the middle.
I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
No more commentary. Oh, so are we gonna talk about the boat? Why are we not talking about the boat?
Yeah, how about that? It
Oh,
was
okay.
there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
All right, well, I'm glad we talked about the boat, because I feel like we needed to. Where the hell are we going? If this is her trailer, why don't we go to the front door right there?
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Oh.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Well,
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Okay. Also, I will say that's a bit creepy. And weird that there's like a built-in. It makes it look like that's a what's it called? Murphy bed, but the bed is not a Murphy bed.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
All right. Guess I shouldn't wander too much. I don't have any of my gear with me here. So some of this is just...
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I ain't the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had argument with Danny. You know Danny.
Oh, okay.
Then I got in trouble with the law. You know, and, I'm just... Well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah. Well, you know, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me on bail today. And now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
Oh. Okay. Huh. Yeah, it's things like that that I gotta be a little nervous about when it comes to copyright, because I don't want to get flagged because I was too close to a radio, or you know, because they used licensed music, but they didn't get the right licensing to have things streamed, since this game came out before Twitch was really a thing. So, you know, it's just a bit tough. I just gotta be careful. Maybe I'm being overly cautious, but I would rather be overly cautious than not get it right. I like how the objective is all the way down there. He's just staring at me while I'm running back and forth looking for... Oh, that's a baby. Loose pages. Ooh, whoa. Oof. That car is fully rotted through. It's not even like an inoperable car. It's a fully rotted car. That feels a bit excessive.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Spillane!
Huh.
What are you? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Huh. Interesting complication.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake! Come on! Take it easy! Get after it! Move it right there! Move it! Move it! Move it! I'll have you shot!
What am I... Where am I going here? Oh, okay. Run away. This way. He was, but he isn't anymore. Ha 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 ha.
There he is! Freeze! Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Who's that? There.
Gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Interesting. Alright, y'all know that wasn't me, right? Like, just making that super clear. Who is Nightingale, though?
Search the area. Stay sharp. This way. Over here.
Yeah. That wasn't me.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I've lost contact with most of the men you assigned to me. It's Wake's doing. Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputy? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over. The guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over. I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Well, at least she's sensible. What the hell? Oh, shoot. Now I got chocolate on my controller. Hold on. I've got something I can wipe it off with. Okay, there we go. I mostly just don't want it to sit and be sticky. Excuse me. Okay. I should stop sometime soon too. It's already 11.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Yeah, I'm finding it hard to believe that they can believe that was me. Is that the gas station?
Thornton here. Jake, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on! Sit down and give me that. Jane, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Oda Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Huh. Hello, radio. There's the tower. It was a small drop. You could have easily taken that in stride. I still do not have a gun.
I imagine that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
So I'm a bit confused. The darkness doesn't want to kill him, but keeps sending guys that will kill him after him. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Because she said she wants him to finish what he started, finish the manuscript, I'm assuming. So that she's released or whatever, you know, based on the last bit of text we read. But, like...
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
The whole thing just fucking disappear. All right. I have a tickle in my nose and it's doing things. Sounded like there was an actual enemy, but no. Ah, okay. Well, we got a flashlight back. That's something. I just need a revolver or other gun of some kind.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come
Alright, if I'm gonna sneeze, just do it and get it over with. Oh my god. Fuck. God damn.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Ah, fucking assholes. Are they still there, just not following me anymore, or? Ooh, he's a big guy. Got it.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
I mean, she wasn't smiling that much, really. Like a little bit, but not like a ton. Well, I have something. Yes. It can shoot, so... Cool. So do these lights not count? Because they're still coming after me, even though those are there. Yeah, there they are. Oh, fuck, there's another guy. Alright, I don't see him anymore. Eat shit. Oh, I already went this way. I saw something glowing up somewhere. There's the light there. No? Okay. Must have hallucinated it. Or it was a glitch, little piece of something sticking through the geometry or something like that. And quiet. Oh, nope. Not quiet enough. Alright, somewhere around the radio station is where I'm going to stop this, I think.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of...
Wow, what a bitch.
...on those people.
Well...
They'll have to try to sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
Bitch. I don't know why I looked at those lights and thought that they were some kind of like lit up reading thing, like a museum, even though it's definitely not.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown.
Dan Brown.
Don't hurt it.
Whoa. Everyone calm down.
Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
What is going on?
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
All right. I don't understand what the insults are supposed to be by calling him names of famous writers. Like, there's a train. Is the train gonna have a problem? Or is the train just gonna go? Okay, train's just gonna go. Fair enough.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Huh. What is this with him? I still don't really have a gun proper. Fucking dickbag. Okay, finally. Something I can work with. Ah, fucking... Sneak up on me like that. See, this is what I don't understand. She wants me to finish the manuscript, but she's trying to kill me at the same time? I'm just confused. Alright, at the next checkpoint I gotta stop. Because I do have to sleep. I'm not sure where this is going. It's not to the train depot, but I don't remember coming down this way, so I'm assuming it leads to something. I got a bot. Advertising cheap viewers. I've been streaming now for what? 8 years or something like that? If I wanted viewers, I would have... If I was measuring my success by viewer as a metric, then I should have stopped a long time ago. You're all wonderful, do not get me wrong. I love the people who come to watch me, but there's not a lot of you. I am under no pretense about that. Alright, we're going up to the tower, apparently. Interesting. Didn't think that would lead up here. Makes sense, but I'm not sure why we're going up here, but is a diversion.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it, first with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming, unaffected by the beating it had taken. After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran, got behind the wheel, gunned the engine. The booze wouldn't make him forget, but he knew he had to try.
And now I gotta walk all the way back down. Oop. Fucking ow. Come on, come down. Come on, come down. Get down here, you fucking shits. Ah, fuck. Okay. Huh. That didn't go well. I have no ammo left. I mostly just have to run now. And hope for the best. It's not a great way to do it.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Well, at least I got 6 shots. It's not a lot, but something. The darkness controls the Taken. No shit. But if they control the Taken, why are they trying to kill me? That's what I want to know. Spicy. That is suspiciously placed log to make me feel like I gotta go up on top of that roof. It's kind of what it feels like, just saying. And it was not actually important for me to go up on the roof. Noted.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
All right. Well, you know, at least getting the pages tells you what you're going to be dealing with in the near future, you know, like gives you the heads up. It's a really long time between here and the
Sarah
next
trusted
thing.
her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Boop, boop. Train. All right. I think that was a checkpoint, so we can stop here. All right, cool. Well, this continues to be a very interesting game that is still not as scary as I thought it was going to be. So I guess I'm glad of that. But it's still spooky. I can say I did not what's it called? I didn't have any nightmares so far. Although on Tuesday night when I went to sleep, I did have like that slight millisecond of panic when opening a door into a dark room. So I guess it did affect me a little bit. But anyway, so yeah, this is bringing up a lot of questions that feel very familiar, especially because I played Control. This feels like a smaller story than Control. Having played Control, this feels, I think, different than if I had just played Alan Wake to start. Which makes me curious to then go back and play Control, knowing about Alan Wake, and then play Alan Wake 2, which I have, and I will stream. At the very least, I'll stream that. I might also stream, you know, I wasn't sure what was going on with the microphone here. I might also stream Control, but I have played it before, and I know I tried to stream it once, but there are some games where streaming, replaying them just doesn't feel quite as fun, I guess I should say. Because I know everything. Like, I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen next. I know how this goes. Like, it's not gonna be super interesting to react to. But it's there. So Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you again for joining. I am assuming that all things are go well, that I will be here on Tuesday next week. So we will be back for more Alan Wake Remastered on Tuesday. So until then, have a great night, have a great weekend, everyone, and I will see you all soon. Take care.